Oppenheimer has won the Golden Globe Awards, taking home 5 awards, including the top prize. Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. were recognized for their acting performances, while Christopher Nolan won Best Director. Succession scored the most wins in the TV categories, following its acclaimed 4th and final season. Now, for more details on the 81st Golden Globe Awards, here is our Arise correspondent, Judita Da Silva at Beverly Hills. Judita, good to see you. It was a victorious night at the Golden Globes for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, as they picked up a trophy in almost every major award category, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I mean, they got like you just mentioned, Robert Downey Jr. for supporting actor, Cillian Murphy for lead actor. Göransson got it for the best original score. They got the one everyone wants, best picture for the ensemble cast, and best director for Christopher Nolan. The only one they kind of missed out on was for best supporting actress. If they'd got that, it would have been a clean sweep. But I mean, with the shift that Christopher Nolan did, where he had this spectacular exodus from Warner Brothers, having made that his home for so long, and he said so because they didn't back him when he talks about cinema releases of his films. And he's really proven his point that when they lost Nolan, they lost a cash cow. And this almost billion-dollar grossing film that helped save cinema with the Oppenheimer phenomenon, it's a real coup for him. And so everyone's kind of sitting back going, this season is probably going to be the one where Christopher Nolan finally gets that Best Director Oscar.
And Judita, on the international side, is a double win for the Palme d'Or winning French film Anatomy of a Fall. Was that to be expected among the other nominees?
It's an interesting one. It's yes and no, because when you look at the film Society of the Snow, which we went behind the scenes and interviewed for Arise Play, that's one has built a lot of momentum. It's a Netflix-backed film. Anatomy of a Fall has had an interesting bumpy road, because even though it's the Palme d'Or winning film, when it came to submissions for international film, France put forward the Taste of Things, starring Juliette Binoche. And so the French people were feeling kind of sketchy that, why are you overlooking this film? And so on the other side, journalists and movie lovers have really embraced it. And Justine Triet, who co-wrote and directed it, is powering home for female directors from the French side, the European side of film. So it's kind of was expected that because of the love that it's getting from this side, it would power home to victory. But there are big contenders. But I do applaud the international category, because when you look at it, it's truly a celebration of what the world is today. We are a multi-generational, multinational people. The Io Capitano, Italian director, Senegalese story. Anatomy of the Fall, French film, Sandra Holler is a German actress. Zone of Interest, British director making a German film about the Holocaust. That shows you just what cinema is. Cinema captures the very essence of humanity. And in 2024, we are a global people who should be represented as such. And that's what the Golden Globes did with the nominees in that category. And for Anatomy of a Fall to win, it's really a victory that they will hold close to their hearts.
Because especially for Oppenheimer, that was something that's still right in my head. But again, with Arise News representing African media on the red carpet, how has the Golden Globes experience compared to the other global events you've covered?
I will say that I really do give credit to the organizers of the Golden Globes and Dick Clark Productions, because they treat press very well. They want to give you access. They want you to showcase the best of them. And so even the way they cater for us, after the way we have sections on the red carpet, then there's a section for the press. There's a whole banquet that's buffet for the press. Then there's the press conferences when the award winners come in. Everything is so well organized because it's contained within the Beverly Hilton Hotel. But to get more meta about it, like I went on a crusade with Arise News to get us in this position with the Golden Globes, because I feel it's necessary. many of us who are in the children of the diaspora, we talk about it, that there's a perception the West has of Nigeria that isn't accurate. But we must be the architects of changing that narrative. And having the power of what is the immeasurable power of the media is something you can harness. And I give credit to our CEO, Mr. Obaibana, because he does have a very international perspective of Arise News and what we can do for Nigeria. And being at the Golden Globes, which I championed us doing, you should have seen the response we got. By the end, people wanted to know who we are. They wanted to exchange numbers because they think of Nigeria according to the CNN and BBCs of the world. But when they met us, they saw the way our team worked. They wanted to engage. They wanted to be part of us. There was a really beautiful moment where Howard was doing an interview, and one of the reps of Dick Clark Productions stopped short on the red carpet, took out her phone and videoed it, because she said she just videoed Nigeria on the floor, Rise News, panned up to her interviewing an African actor in one of the Golden Globe winning series, and just said it was a beautiful moment. That's what we can do when we push down the door and get in on the conversation, and Arise is doing that. So I'm so proud of the entire team at Arise News who made this happen, and we did successfully bring the Globes to Nigeria and took Nigeria to the Globes.
Well, I don't have wine in my coffee mug, but cheers to you and your team there, Judita. And many thanks as always, Judita da Silva, live in Beverly Hills.
Thank you.